straight out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy, I blowed on her budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee-deep, I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG, they gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competed, salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life in like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I've broken the system.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis, we are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Mills. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 39, Mills. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mills now. Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Grover Stewart able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now it's 2nd and 9. To throw is Ellinger. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee able to record his 5th sack of the season. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Ellinger to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep, Danny Amendola. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. And he goes out right around the 39. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Lindsey. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
First and 10, Taylor now. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Ellinger. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. No score after one on EA Sports. 2nd and 8. Now Ellinger. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Amendola set to return it. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Darius Leonard, the all-pro, in on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, right back to Lindsey. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Johnson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll try to throw here. Mills. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They toss it out right to Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the gun, Mills. Out to the flat here for Johnson. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Mills. A little check down to Lindsey. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. The Colts going to use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey.
Dio Dangbo there to make the play defensively.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
Quick throw to Collins.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Mills.
Steps away, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Dio Dangbo
In there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run the end around. This is Cooks. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. And his kick is indeed good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Buying time to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
Here's Ellinger.
Looking deep for Hilton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Amendola. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Our first down throw for Mills.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Throwing after the interception.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes.
So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on ours.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Running from the gun, Johnson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Off the play fake, Mills
escapes the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Houston. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now back to throw.
To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Ellinger to throw on 1st and 10 here.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Off the play fake, here's Ellinger.
That's complete to Marlon Mack.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On 1st down, it's Taylor. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, Mills. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Play fake, Mills. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Mills on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there, but it's going to be second down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
On second down, Mills again.
He's got Akins, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Now Mills.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. DeForest Buckner. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Second and 20.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Under pressure, they got him again. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
The Texans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Mills from the gun on 3rd down.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Alden Smith there on the tackle. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
They'll try the left side with Taylor.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
On the handoff, Taylor.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Into the hands of Cooks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mills.
Screen play, Johnson.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
So this one winds up in Indy.